Hi everyone, Heather here today, and today I was going to show you how I made my own little notebook. This is what I made, and I'm going to show you how to make it. What you need, I took an old cereal box, cut it apart, see, and I have two of these. They're 4 by 6, and for the spine it's 1.5 by 6. Okay, you're going to start with that. So you cut these, and I'll have all the measurements for you down below. Then you're going to need the outside, your decorative piece, your decorative paper, whatever, you can use white. And you're going to need this 8 inches by 9.5 inches. Okay. The inside, to cover it, you need 2 pieces cut, 3 7/8 by 5 7/8, and to cover the spine on the inside, you need 1 cut at 2.5 by 5 7/8. You're also going to need your paper filler. I just took some pieces of cardstock that I've used various things out of and cut them down to size. And these are 3 3/4 by 5.5. Okay? And then the cover, nice little cover for that on the inside, this right here, that will go around this on the inside, is 5.5 by 7 7/8. And what you're going to need to bind it all, deco mesh. This just happens to be a scrap that I used from another project, so I have that, any color. Just cut it big enough that it covers the spine. Okay, so let's get started. Take your outside cover, the 8 by 9.5, and we are going to center all this on here like this. Okay, and leave a gap a little bit between the spine pieces and the side pieces. That way it gives it a nice good fold in there so you don't rip your paper. Take some really good adhesive glue. And stick it down. And do the center panel as well. And this is where you want to be careful with lining it up so you have it exactly flush with each other on the bottom and top piece up here. So get it really nice and straight. And like I said, leave just a minimal gap between the two, like that. Okay, now we got our other panel, and do the same thing, about the same size. Match them all up. I just take my bone folder and go between them to make a small little crease. Now we're going to start by folding this over all your edges. Okay. Now what we're going to do is miter these corners. So what you do is you fold that in like that and crease really, really good. And then you fold that over like that. You have a nice clean edge. You can trim these back too if you want, but there's no need to right now. And do the same thing on this side. And just go all the way around. Like that. And then kind of bend it a little bit there at your spine features. Like that. Now you take your 2.5 by 5 7/8, and this we're going to place directly in the middle to cover that spine. Center it from top and bottom. Then we're going to take our panels, and that's where you cover up these sides, like that. I kind of need to see where my spine is. Match up all the edges. Okay, now there is your base. Okay, now for the inside. I forgot to get a piece of wax paper. Sorry about that. Had to get wax paper. You want wax paper because you don't want it to stick. You take your mesh, have it ready to go, and what we're going to do, hot glue. We're going to run hot glue all the way down. Make sure it's good and covered, because what we're going to do is now take this and push it down. Now hold it down firmly. Okay? You're wanting to get a good bond with the paper and the mesh. Okay? So we got that. Trim off your excess pieces. You can remove your clipping devices and just trim it off. Now you'll notice my sheet here did not stick all the way. Just take your glue, run a little bit down there, and just stick it in. There. Now we got a good bond. Trim off your edges. Still see a little spot over here. Just any spots, you can go back and adhere. And then that's what this comes in for, because now we're going to apply that to cover those edges of everything in there. So, just push down. And there it is, your notebook. So let's move that out of the way. Then you just take this and you apply it directly center of your spine. And let everything dry. And there is your notebook. Hope you've enjoyed today's project. Thank you.